Hello students, we are studying in statistics chapter number 2 part 1, that is linear correlation. In last video lecture I explained you the method of Carl Pearson in which the digits of x and y are small. Small means less than 30, and we calculate the sum also. Before that, we take the sum when x bar and y bar are integer. When x bar and y bar are integer, we apply the formula for correlation coefficient, that is R is equals to sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon into under root sigma x minus x bar square into second under root sigma y minus y bar square. In xy method, when digits are small means less than 30, then we apply the formula of correlation coefficient R, that is R is equals to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon into under root n sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square into second under root n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. In today's video lecture, students, we do another practice sum of xy method. Xy method when digits are small means less than 30. So please open your textbook page number 83 and sum number 4. You have exercise 2.2. The whole exercise 2.2 is of Carl Pearson method, while 2.1 is scatter diagram method. Now open 2.2 page number 83, sum number 4. Here it is the sum. To check the ability of mathematics and logic of the students of a city, a private educational institute gives 20 puzzles based on these two subjects to 6 children selected from various schools. The number of puzzles solved by them is given below. Here, two variables are there. The first variable, that is x, is number of puzzles solved in mathematics, and second is number of puzzles solved on the basis of logic. In the logic, whatever puzzle solved, and on the basis of mathematics, number of puzzles solved, that is x. Two variables x and y. Now in the variable x, it is 12, 8, 9, 10, 8, 11. Total 6 students are selected. So we understand that n is equals to 6. Number of puzzles solved on logic, that is 11, 10, 4, 7, 13 and 16. Now students, you observe all the observations are less than 30, small it is. In the column of x, the maximum is 12, and in the column of y, the maximum is 16. So all the variables or digits are small means less than 30. So we directly understand that now we have to apply the xy method of correlation coefficient to find the correlation coefficient. First, we can find, if there is no any implication of it, but if we want to find, then we can find the x bar. The formula for x bar is sigma x upon n. Here sigma x is 58 upon n is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y bar, the formula is sigma y upon n. Sigma y is 61 upon n is number of observation, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 upon 6 is there. So that by that way we can find the x bar and y bar, but there is no any implication of it. So I can't find here the x bar and y bar. Now in xy method we have to prepare additional 3 columns, students. That is column of xy, column of x square and column of y square. xy means multiplication of column x with multiplication of column y. X square means the square of the column of x, and y square means the square of the column of y. Now let us prepare the different columns. First xy, multiplication of x with y, and here it is 12 into 11, 132, 8 into 10, 8080, 9 4s are 36, 10 7s are 70, 8 into 13, that is 104, 11 into 16, that is 176. After doing the multiplication of x with y, we have to do the total, that is called sigma xy. We also do the total of column of x, that is called sigma x. We also do the total of the column of y, that is called sigma y. Now x square. X square means square of the column of x. Here it is, the square of 12 is 144, square of 8, 64, square of 9, 81, square of 10, 100, square of 8, 64, square of 11, that is 121. Do the total of the x square column, that is 574. And last is y square, column of y square. In the column of y square, we have to do the square of the column of y. That is square of 11, 121, square of 10, 100, square of 4, 16, square of 7, 49, square of 13, 169, square of 16, that is 256. Total is 711. By this way, the additional columns are ready. 3 additional columns, xy, x square and y square. After doing this, after preparing this raw material, we have to apply the formula. Formula for correlation coefficient in this method is R is correlation coefficient is equals to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon into under root n sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square into second under root n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. So R is equals to, here n is 6. Now sigma xy is 598, total of the third column is 598 minus sigma x means total of the column of x, that is 58. Sigma y means total of column of y, that is 61. So here I write 61 upon n means 6. Sigma x square means total of the column of x square, that is 574. Here it is minus sigma x the whole square. Sigma x is 58 the whole square into second under root 6, n is equals to 6. Sigma y square means total of the column of y square, that is 711 minus sigma y, that is 61 the whole square. Now after putting this values, we have to do simplification. By this way, R is equals to multiplication of 6 into 598, that is 3588 minus multiplication of 58 into 61, that is 3538 upon the multiplication of 3 into 574, that is 3444 minus square of 58, that is 3364 into second under multiplication of 6 into 711, that is 4266 minus square of 61, that is 3721. 3588 minus 3538, that is 5050 upon into under root 3444 minus 3364, that is 8080 into 4266 minus 3721, that is 541. So 50 upon multiplication of both. We have to do first multiplication of 80 into 545. After doing multiplication, whatever answer comes, we have to do the under root of that particular answer. And after multiplication, the answer of under root is 208.8061. So the value of R is division of 50 by 208.8061, that is 0.24. See, here the answer is in positive, but it is far away from 1. So we can say in conclusion or as an interpretation, we can say that it is a partial positive correlation between the number of puzzles solved based on mathematics as well as number of puzzles solved based on whatever logic. The practical meaning of this particular thing is like that there is a difference between mathematics and logic. Sometimes students can solve the puzzle of mathematics, but they can't solve the puzzle of logic. Or they have positive correlation, but not as much as a very high degree of positive correlation. Sometimes it may be possible that the students who can solve the puzzle of mathematics, that can also solve the puzzle of logic also, but not always. So it is a lower degree, or we can say partial positive correlation between number of puzzles solved on mathematics and number of puzzles solved on base of logic. So this is the second practice sum of XY method. That is the method when the digits are small, digits are less than 3030. Now students, in next video lecture, we take the UV method or shortcut method. When the digits are very much big, or sometimes the digits of question is even in point, and x bar and y bar are also in fraction, in point. At that time we have to apply the UV method. The another name of that UV method is shortcut method also. So on next video lecture, I take this UV method for you. That is also part of Karl-Pearson method. This XY method is also a part of Karl-Pearson method. X minus x bar method is also based on Karl-Pearson method. So I am confident that you all are able to understand this particular sum. Thanks for your cooperation. Thank you, students.